Much of the recent conversation on Orcs points out that characterizing a whole species in your game as ugly, warlike, and malevolent might be harmful to real-world groups.
What's up guys, Omni here. You guys know how it goes, another day, another video. Last night I tweeted I sleep, what recent news, topics, tweets, videos y'all want me to talk about tomorrow. And yeah, we're not playing around because we have a lot to talk about today. A lot of weird stuff happened, a lot of crazy stuff happened. So yeah, let's just get right into the needs to know segment. I have 4 things that you guys probably need to know. Number 1, the fake Sakurai account has officially been deleted. Rest in peace. In case you guys don't know, Sakurai, Masahiro Sakurai, he's the guy who created Super Smash Brothers. And yeah, he had a fake Twitter account, a person who would always, make announcements in his stead, and people would be like, oh snap, I can't believe Sakurai said that, but it wasn't him. But yeah, he had a long run. I'm pretty sure he was like around for about a year or 2 or so. So yeah, rest in peace, press F's in the chat. Number 2, what you probably need to know, and this is just something that you guys wanted me to talk about, but I didn't feel like going and talking about it in detail. But yeah, apparently the Teletubbies made their own cryptocurrency for April Fool's Day. So there was 2 tweets that basically came out. The initial tweet that said, uh-oh, what could the what could the Teletubbies be possibly hiding from us? Stay tuned for something big this week, hashtag Bitcoin. And then followed by the result was the Tubby Coin, Big Hugs, token and official Teletubbies cryptocurrency made with a special hug tech from Wild Brain Labs is here. For every like, share, comment of hashtag Tubby Coin, the Tubby Coin becomes more valuable. Let's take it to the moon. But yeah, it was all just this one big, super huge donation. So for charity. So yeah, that was some cool stuff, man. I used to watch my little brother watch Teletubbies. It's weird, man, because it's like I see it and it's hard to not look at it. But yeah, especially like Tinky Winky with the Tinky Winky. I was like, nah, dog. You got to go Tinky Winky somewhere else. Number 3, which you probably need to know, but I don't know if you really need to know this, or I don't know if it's just maybe I don't really care. But yeah, apparently Trisha Paytas and Nikita Dragon, 2 people I'm not very familiar with, were fighting on Twitter for like 7 hours yesterday, basically trying to cancel each other, digging up receipts about their past, and then they would go back and delete the tweets, yada, yada, yada. I honestly don't care. I'm not that far into the tea where I'm going to be talking about them, but if you guys do care to go look at it, it's on the internet. Just, I'm not there yet. Last but not least, but you need to know that I'm getting canceled for saying the N-word 6 times on my stream the other day. In case you guys don't know, NuxTaku, one of the biggest trolls of the internet, 1.7 million subscribers on YouTube, basically came to my stream the other day. And yeah, he paid me $50. It was like 5,000 bits for me to say the N-word. And yeah, I said it 6 times. And yeah, this is the part where I make a tweet longer apologizing, followed by a YouTuber apology video, begging for forgiveness from the people of the internet. But nope, I'm built differently. In fact, I'll can do it again. Anyway, that's the needs to know segment. Let's get into the news topics that you guys wanted to talk about. Den said, you got a Discord server or not? Okay, I get this question all the time. All the time, people asking if I have a Discord server. I do. It's on my Patreon, patreon.com/InfernoOmni. So I guess like only like a $5 tier. You can go there and you can stay there forever. So if you guys, that's another reason why, if you want to come to the Patreon, that's where I go. I hang out in Discord, I come into the chats, I talk with you guys. Yes, stop asking me this question. It's there. It's in the link below. Okay. Pharaoh Omni said, and a bunch of you guys wanted me to talk about this. Bhad Bhabie, aka the Cash Me Outside girl. Cash Me Outside. How about that? Yeah, getting $1 million in 6 hours. I'm doing it wrong. In case you guys don't know Bhad Bhabie, she was this girl that was on Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil is this show where he goes around and he interviews kids or people who have issues, and he'll be like, yeah, you have an issue and I'm a doctor and I guess I'll fix it or whatever. Anyway, yeah, Bhad Bhabie was one of the contestants on that show a long time ago when she was younger, and now she finally turned 18. She created an OnlyFans, I think like maybe the day of, and she has somehow managed to make $1 million. If you look at this clip right here, this is Bhad Bhabie's Instagram, and she shows a clip of how much money she's made. Apparently she's made in subscriptions $757,000. Tips, 5,502. Messages, $267,000. Oh my God, oh Jesus. This girl just made more money in 6 hours than some people would make in their entire life. I just need you guys to let me know, what is it that I need to do that? What do I need to give you guys? Okay. Do I got to drop the OnlyFans? Do I got to start dropping the loser? Do I got to start, dropping that tank, bro? Because I mean, I will, if that's the case. If I can get $1 million, I'll sell my soul for that, bro. I mean, do I need to start selling Satan shoes? Anyway, yeah, Bhad Bhabie making $1 million aside. Apparently the people who subscribed to Bhad Bhabie are now on the FBI watch list because apparently as soon as she turned 18 and made an OnlyFans, yeah, any guy who came up there and started subscribing is officially a creep. If you kind of look at some of the tweets and you just type in Bhad Bhabie, you'll see like, the grown men on this app were really waiting to spend their minimum wage dollar on a little butt Bhad Bhabie's OnlyFans. It's the way a lot of y'all genuinely need jail time. This girl said, you don't suddenly become attracted to someone the second they turn 18. Bhad Bhabie made an OnlyFans and made 1 million only 5 days later. Like question mark. Y'all are predators. This person said, Bhad Bhabie just turned 18 and made an OnlyFans with over 1 million subscribers. A lot of y'all are grown men, need help, real predator type energy. Kind of just, you know, saying the same thing over and over again. But yeah, that's the Bhad Bhabie situation in a nutshell. She's making a lot of money for showing off her assets, and I mean, I wish I had some assets I could show off. I mean, I'm doing my best. I don't know what else I got. This is all I got to offer y'all. And in terms of everyone else being a predator, I'm kind of confused by that a little bit. You know, like they have like a bunch of like porn websites where, you know, like barely legal teens, 18 plus or whatever. It's like, you know, millions and millions of dollars are currently being made in the industry by making women be like, hey, I just turned 18 kind of thing. So, I mean, I don't see that same energy towards that industry. I mean, maybe they feel the same way towards that, but it's nothing new. So I don't know. I guess the only difference here is that people have been kind of like following Bhad Bhabie and her reputation and stuff before she turned 18. So the fact that people were kind of waiting for that number to pop, yeah, that's a little bit different. That's a little bit creepy. I can see why the FBI might need to be brought up. But yeah, that's the Bhad Bhabie situation. So Cynthia's my waifu, and 1 million of you guys said the James Charles apology. We called it. The last video, literally the last video before this, we talked about James Charles and the allegations that have basically been coming out against him. TLDR, if you guys don't know, James Charles, one of the biggest, hugest beauty guru YouTube channels. I don't know what he is. I don't know what you call him now. But yeah, he was been under fire because apparently 3 minors have come out about him messaging them on certain apps, and yeah, they were, you know, underage, and James Charles is like 21. Not only that, but apparently this is like the 6th person that's come out. Okay, so he's been caught an AK 6 times. 8 times 6, 48. He's been caught in 48K. So yeah, in case you guys don't know, I already talked about this on the last episode. It's kind of weird me looking at myself, but just so that you guys know that I am Nostradamus and I am the prophet and I know all, let me just play this clip here from my own kudos points. I'm sure James Charles is going to have to respond at some point in time. My guess is that sponsors will potentially start pulling out again. Domino effect already happened. David Dobrik, and then he's going to come out with an apology video, and his apology video is going to be one of 2 things. Either one, he's going to deny and say that all the victims are lying. He's going to say that they're just trying to cancel him and that they all lied. That's what he's going to do.
He didn't do that. He didn't do it.
Or 2, he's going to apologize, but spin it in a way where it's not his fault and it might be a bad apology. Hopefully he gets reviewed by PewDiePie or whatever. And then he might have to make a second apology, but that's probably what's going to happen. We're probably going to be getting some kind of response video soon. So yeah, it was scenario number 2 where he made an apology and he did spin it in a way where it kind of wasn't his fault. I mean, he said it was his fault, but then he blamed it on the fact that he was desperate. The word that he used many times during this apology was that he was kind of desperate for, you know, love and a relationship, and therefore he kept putting himself in specific situations where he wouldn't verify age, and then he would get, you know, caught an AK. So yeah, guys, here's the video. It's called Holding Myself Accountable. It already has 3.1 million views. It was released on April 1st, April Fool's Day, and he actually talks about the fact that he released it. It's a 15-minute video, and I watched it. I watched the entire thing. This has 193K likes, 32K dislikes. I watched the video, and upon the first review, I actually thought that it was a good apology. In fact, it's probably one of the better apologies, and maybe I just think it's so good because it came after David Dobrik's apology, which was so the next apology you can follow up and be, you know, way better if you're following up after David Dobrik. Yeah, guys, it's a decent enough apology. I'm not going to sit here and watch the entire thing with you guys here because, you know, that would take up too much time. But yeah, guys, when I watched it, I felt like it was a decent apology when I first watched it. He kept saying that it was no one's fault but himself. He kept saying that, you know, like he should have never done that. He kept talking about the power dynamic and how he needs to understand situations. He basically talked in a way where he did understand the core issues of what was wrong with his actions, and he didn't blame it on anyone else. He didn't deflect it to any single person. He didn't call anyone liars. He basically said it's all on me, And then the reason why this happened was because I was just desperate for love and attention and affection. And I guess that right there is what a lot of people don't like. The excuse that you were desperate led you to messaging minors or not being safe when it comes to messaging minors. Just basically trying to spin it and say in a way that he didn't know that these people were minors, and he kept falling into a trap over and over and over and over again. And guys, I keep saying over and over again, I keep talking about the number of times because, I mean, one time, I get it. You messed up, you slipped up. Maybe you slipped up in a month frame and 3 people came out, but 6 people, like, again, these are just people who've come out. I don't even know how many people that James Charles has talked to, that he might have paid off, that hasn't come out, that won't say nothing because they're huge James Charles fans. We only know of 6 people who actually came out and talked about this who were underage. So there's a good chance that there's probably more. Also, I guess a lot of people are kind of upset. There's a segment that he says in his video somewhere where he basically says that he likes older, mature men. He's looking at somebody who's slightly older that can make him laugh. But then people play a clip later on or earlier on where James Charles says he likes younger people. So it's kind of like people are saying that now he was kind of lying in this apology video. So you guys, that's the James Charles situation in a nutshell. And after the apology and stuff like that and being held accountable, there's 2 sides of the scenario. There's the one side that wants to cancel him and says that he needs to go to the FBI because his actions have, directly, he just basically made a confession about, what he did essentially. And then there's the other side, which is the 193K people who liked this video, who were basically like, yeah, hey man, we forgive you, kind of awkward, kind of weird, but you got to prove it with your actions that you won't do this ever again. But I don't know. We'll see if the sponsors drop out. This could be a situation where he avoids cancellation because he didn't make a terrible apology. I don't know. I don't think that he's going to get David Dobrik. This James Charles, he's huge. He has 25 million subscribers on YouTube. I think he's going to get out of this. That's my guess, but we shall see. I'll let you guys know if there's any updates. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that's the situation. Let me know what you guys think. Bro, okay. Do you guys remember extra credits? I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember extra credits. They were like the original homies that made like the stick figure PowerPoint presentation people or whatever, but apparently this tweet, and you guys were asking me to talk about this as well, and this says, what the F extra credits? And it's got like 4,000 likes. It's a screenshot, I guess, from one of their videos, and it says, game as ugly, warlike, and benevolent might be harmful to real world groups. And apparently in this video, I'm going to find out for you guys, but the idea is that extra credits is comparing these ogres right here from maybe World of Warcraft to actual black people. That's what Twitter is saying, okay? The streets of Twitter are basically saying, wow, dog, you were really comparing me to an orc? Do I look like an orc to you? It's one of those things where people are thinking that they're virtue signaling, trying to help so much to the point where they're kind of pointing out some of their passive racism that they don't even realize they have, their internalized racism that just kind of just stuck with them to the point where you're like, oops, my bad. I just kind of compared black people to orcs without even realizing it. So you guys, I found the YouTube video. It came out March 31st, and it says, evil races are bad game design, bioessentialism, and world building dash extra credits. And as you guys can see, the dislike ratio is not looking so good. We always talk about the dislike ratio. I mean, I swear to God, if YouTube gets rid of that, then we can't look at a video and be like, how does the public feel about this video? That would be so garbage. Anyway, 10K dislikes, 7.8K likes. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and move to the clip where they basically talk about it. Let's see if they're making a point. Maybe it's being brought out of context, let's just watch it with our own eyes and listen with our own ears and see what we can decipher.
Much of the recent conversation on Orcs points out that characterizing a whole species in your game as ugly, warlike, and malevolent might be harmful to real-world groups.
All right, we're already 5 seconds in. It's not looking good. Okay, it's not looking good. 5 seconds in. It's basically saying that there are creatures in video games that are, ugly and distorted and evil, and said it could be hurtful to real people. Why you do this, extra credits? I used to watch your videos. No.
Regularly mischaracterized as ugly, warlike, and malevolent. However, this video isn't that. Though if you want more on that discussion, Mendez breaks it down wonderfully over on his website, and we'll have a link to that in the description.
So it's not even the topic of the video. He said we're not even going to be talking about that. It just brought it up, and then you got like, This is why I say this, okay? White people, again, if you're watching this video, I'm talking to you, okay? Look, even if you're racist, okay? Even if you're secretly racist, all right? You see this? You got 3 white people, okay? You need 1 black person, just 1. You need 1. They don't even got to be, like in the open. Just have them on the payroll to review your content and be like, hey, is anything in here going to get me canceled? Is anything in here racist? Can you do a quick racist check just to make sure that I don't get canceled for what I'm saying? Obviously, I'm joking, but at the same time, it would work.
Why characterizing a group like this in your game can be lazy at best and at worst, actively harmful to the world you're creating. When designing a game's world and populating it with fictional species, a designer might...
Okay, so they're basically saying how creating evil races in a game could be bad for a game design, but he had said in the beginning how it could be painful or harmful for people in real life. So I think a good example of that is, I don't know if you guys play Genshin Impact. It's probably one of the most popular games out there, MMOs or whatever, where you basically have a gacha vortex with waifus, but the bad people in the game are these monsters called hilichurls. And I remember people were talking about how hilichurls were basically, you know, painted to be dark-skinned, black, you know, basically to say anything that's dark or black is evil. And yeah, there's the concept in games that they use where dark is evil and light is pure. You know what I mean? Like, if you're hiding in the shadows, dark, evil, you know, dark, black is supposed to be, you know, something that's scary, something that's unknown, something that's scary, whereas white is supposed to be pure. That's just the concept that just works when it comes to just storytelling. Yeah, guys, if you scroll through Twitter and you look at extra credits, you'll just see a whole bunch of memes about but basically how extra credits basically missed this take by like an extreme large amount. And yeah, basically saying that extra credits is kind of low-key racist. They might have made a low-key racist remark. I don't know if they're just racist, but yeah. But yeah, that's the extra credit situation in a nutshell. And I just realized that, you know what, maybe they're onto something. Like, if you kind of look at me right now, I've been doing this every video. Maybe this video is about me. See, you got the orc sitting there holding the coffee cup. There's probably a real discussion to be had here, but I find this too hilarious to have it. You guys can let me know what you think about this whole extra credits things, but to me, I'm goofing around too much. I honestly don't care. But yeah, guys, that's all I have for today's video today. I'm goofing around too much, and I can't take anything seriously. But let me know how you guys feel about the topics below in the comments, okay? Subscribe if you guys haven't already. Like the video. And yeah, man, tell me what I need to do to get, you know, $1 million in 6 hours. Tell me what I need to do so that we can get 1 million subscribers. Okay, I'm not even asking for $1 million. What do I gotta do? Okay, do I really gotta drop that thing, or do I gotta sell my soul? What do I need to do? Because I'm gonna do it. Okay, I'm tired. I don't feel like waiting. Let's just go. Let's just skip. Okay, let's just go directly to go. Okay, let me know. All right, I'm out. I'll see y'all later. Take it easy. Peace.